Lately, I have been studying Koine Greek at school. It's been an amazing but really difficult journey for me. So, I wanted to share a few things that have actually changed the game for me. And for you guys that are studying Hebrew, these are totally going to work for you too. All of these tools are cross language for biblical languages, whether you're doing the Old Testament Hebrew or the New Testament Greek, or if you're wanting to study something like the Didache or the early church writings. Now, these tools, most of them are free. The first two are free. The last one has a paid option, but they have been incredible for me. And so I hope that they help you as you are learning to read scripture in its original languages.
Okay, so the first resource that I want to show is called Step Bible. Now, Step Bible is similar to something like Blue Letter Bible or Gateway, but it's a little more advanced and there's a lot more customization. It can be kept simple, which is nice, but you can really go as in-depth as you'd like, and it is an incredible tool for the original languages. Let me show you why. If we navigate to our browser and then just type in stepbible.org, this is where it's going to take you the first time you use it. Now, what's interesting and cool about this is that every change you make can actually be encoded into the URL. So you can customize it to your heart's content and then save that URL. And then once you come back, it'll keep all of your customization without even having to have an account. So here we have, I'm going to hit the X here on the right column. Just going to go simple here. We've got the Bible. It's starting us at Genesis 1 with the ESV. Let's go to the New Testament because I've been doing Greek lately, and so I'm using this a lot for the New Testament. I'll go John 1:1, okay? So what we can do is add the Greek interlinear with the text here. So we've got the ESV, and we can stack it with other things. We could stack with the NIV, with the ASV, whatever we want to do. But if you go to Ancient, you scroll down to Greek New Testament. I always use the Tyndale House Greek New Testament. That's pretty standard. It's just an easy, good choice here. So Tyndale, update display order. Okay. And now we see that it's stacking ESV with the Tyndale. Okay, let me full screen this. So you'll see now that as I hover over the Greek, it'll highlight the English automatically. It's just incredible. You can also click in here and it'll give us some really in-depth word study on the words here. Now, this is going to blow your mind. If you are in Greek class right now, you're going to be wondering why you haven't known this. And I was wondering that too. Here you go. So let me show you. If you click grammar on the top right here, it can color code every single thing about that sentence. So it comes up with its own coding, but you can change this. So if you look on, let's see here. It's being covered by my camera. If you look on the right side here, you'll see that you can choose a color for future, indicative, and perfect. It's going to do blue for masculine, red for feminine, black for neuter. It'll you can turn these on and off. You can embold the words that are plural and keep italicized the words that are singular. However you want to do this, this way you can print out the Greek and read it with a color coding that will help you remember all the different rules, and it's just an amazing way to do it. So if you wanted to do that, you could just go back here and unclick ESV, and now you have just the Greek with all of that color coding. We can go back in here and we can turn this off now, and then it'll turn that off. Now, one thing that I really like to do is just grab the Greek from here and print it out. So sometimes I'll just go up to copy, select the first verse, let's go 1. Select the last verse, let's go 10, just for example. So it's copied that. Now if we go to Microsoft Word, or whatever word processor you use, I go into here and we'll paste. And I always do Times New Roman. And here's what I do is I go 2-point font. This is going to allow you to print it out, whether digitally or on physical paper. And it's a great way to work through translations. So just grabbing it from Step Bible, and then just grabbing a pen and under each line doing the translations. And you can always reference back to Step Bible and say, I can't remember what this word is. Oh yeah, that's right. It's light. If we go to, or this word, and not, nor, neither, you know what I mean, and so on and so forth. So it's a great way to study languages. Of course, there are Hebrew as well. So if we go to ESV, we'll go to ancient, widely used. We'll go, let's see, this is all Greek here. THOT, translators, Hebrew, Old Testament, update display order. And then, of course, we're going to need to go to the Old Testament because this was not written in Hebrew. Okay, there we go. Now we've got the Hebrew right there. It's going to do the same thing and highlight the words that we go over. Just an amazing tool. I highly recommend you just spend some time getting to know it and introduce it into your studies. Now, this next one won't be a surprise to many of you. This is ChatGPT. You've seen it before. AI, you know, it's pretty amazing. It's a necessary evil, maybe. I don't know. But if you've been living on planet Earth for the last couple of years, you know about generational, whatever you call this, generational models of AI. They're pretty powerful. I try not to use them for everything, but I will tell you that for the original languages and scripture, they are really good. I've been using this for Koine Greek for the past few months, and I found it to be very accurate, really helpful. I've also used Copilot if you use a Windows computer. So I'll give you an example of how I would use this. So let's do some Koine parsings. I'll give the word and you give the parsing. This is just one way to use it. You can think of, use your imagination. For me, it's been sort of a study buddy. I'll give it parsings or have it give me words and I'll give the parsing, that sort of thing. So we'll start with that. Okay, sounds fun. Go ahead. I'll go ahead and switch my keyboard over to Greek. Okay. We can start with a noun like logos. Stay logged out. Okay, now masculine singular nominative, easy, but we're gonna go with a verb. How about baptizo? Okay. So it's gonna give us that very valuable present active indicative, or whatever the tense and form is. We can ask it some questions like, let's see, I gotta go back here. What is the tense formative for aorist, passive, indicative? Okay, and so it'll give us that information, give us that tense formative. Really awesome. I hope this will be helpful for you guys. You're probably already using AI for research and study. Remember, of course, you know not to use it to generate thoughts for you, to put on paper, but it can be a really great starter for getting that, just the Greek or the ancient language flowing daily, just for 30 minutes a day, just practicing it and working through it. So I really recommend, if you like AI, bring it into your language study. This last one is actually an app on the Apple App Store, and so I'll have you follow along and I can show you. The app is called Bible Vocab, and I got it on the App Store on the iPhone. I'm sure there's something equivalent, if not the same app, on the Google Play Store as well. And so I've got it pulled up here, Bible Vocab, and then go ahead and download it and hit open. Now, this is just a really great app for going through vocab for either Hebrew or Greek. What I love about it is that the creator of this app actually has compiled all of the different textbooks that are the standards to be used, whether it's Mounce's Biblical Greek or the Hebrew Standard, which I don't actually know yet. We'll figure that out, but he's got all of them in here. So you add textbook on the top right, and you'll see all of these textbooks you can scroll through. So let's go ahead and do Basics of Biblical Greek, Mounce. You can choose the starting chapter and the ending chapter. So let's say, you've done the first semester and you did chapter 4 through chapter 25 or something like that, and hit add. And now it's gonna have you can practice through all of the vocab that's in all of those chapters. So if you hit the little arrow on the bottom right, and hit that there, now it'll go through and you can say whether you know it or whether you need a refresher. So, okay, this I think is 7, but we'll go ahead and see. Okay, 7. So it'll give us a refresher. We'll go back. So that's promise. We're going to keep going. we know that that's peace. But let's say if we didn't, we go back and say, okay, this is peace. And so every time that you say that to the app that you don't know this one, it'll put it on the top of the deck. So think of it like a deck of cards. As you're studying through them, if you know it, they'll put it at the bottom of the deck to refresh it much later. If you don't know it, they'll put it sort of a few cards down, so you're going to get to go through that one again. And so we see that thrown, and then here's the 7 again, so put it right there on the top of the deck so we can practice it again. So okay, we know this one. Okay, Jerusalem, we got that one, and so on and so forth. So it's a great app. It's highly customizable as well. You say I've got the black background on mine. I'd love dark mode, but you can change it to any color, and you can add any textbook that's a standard in seminaries or schools studying the original languages for the Bible. So I really recommend it. Give the author of the app a review and a comment. I think that it's a small creator who just wanted to create this to help students, so we appreciate that a lot. And so let's show our appreciation also. And thank you so much for watching.